Hey everybody, welcome back to Twisted Ink. Today we're taking a look at the Universim. As some of you may know already, I follow Sips on YouTube very closely. I love everything he does. He's the reason I got into YouTube. And I have a very similar interest in games to him. I love God build games. I love sim games. I don't really cover them on the channel very often. I kind of just play them in my spare time. I've got City Skylines. I've got SimCity. I've got a SimCity on my phone that I play quite regularly. I've played Black and White to death, and now I'm taking a look at this. This really took my interest. It kind of has a feel of Total Annihilation, but that was an RTS where you can sort of like see the whole planet, explore the whole planet, do a load of stuff on that planet, but then move on to other planets. And there's a lot of potential about this game. It looks gorgeous. Their website really drew me in. It's a beautiful website. Just everything about this game really drew me in. The UI and everything looks fantastic. So I thought I really want to give this a go. So I just picked it up. I'm going to give it a whirl. There's not much. This is in pre-alpha at the moment. It's version 0.04160. Very early access. Very pre-alpha. They recommend that you only really get about 20 minutes worth of playtime in this at the moment. You can play longer than that, but then after that you start seeing bugs, you start seeing things that aren't finished yet, you start seeing content that hasn't been added yet. So I'm going to play with it for a couple of minutes, see how it is. So this is it. This is our mother planet. There's lots of different biomes you can play in. The temperature, as you can see, changes as you move around the planet. There's a thing here that shows you the heat map, so you can see where it's hot and where it's cold. So you can see over here, for example, it's very difficult to find the exact location, but it's kind of temperate. Over by the mountains, for example, up here should be fairly cold. See, minus. Over here should be relatively warm. So what you want to do really is find somewhere generally quite nice for them to start. This looks kind of nice. That's arid. That's quite arid there. But here looks kind of cool. I'm going to turn this off. We've got some rocks. We've got a nice little protection. We've got access to water. So I'm thinking here might be a good idea. So I need to go through some of the tutorials. So let's skip that. We've done that. Click this button to look at the weather. You can click it again to look at the wind. And then you need to place an epicenter. So this is like your town hall or your hub or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to place this in and amongst here somewhere. I don't want to place it too far back because I want to be able to build some stuff around it. But if I can kind of plop it around here, maybe, it might be a good idea. We need to be careful of wildlife as well. So as you can see, there's a wolf here. He might attack our settlers if they go too far. And when you start off, you don't really have access to anything like tools or anything like that. So let's just do a quick check, make sure there aren't any other crazy wildlife about. Looks generally okay, so let's give it a whirl. I'm going to place these guys down here. Boom. Here we go. So we have an epicenter. So we can click on this button down here to view what's available to us. So that centers in on the epicenter. And you have a couple of dudes here. We have a lady here. She's a citizen. She's a female. She's not doing anything. They've got stats. They've got health. All that kind of stuff. So the epicenter is the core of your brand society. Civilization will expand out at this point. So we can assign. They're called nuggets, which is kind of cute. You can assign them various jobs. So we want to click on the epicenter menu, which is this thing here, and then we can give them jobs. So we have 2 nuggets available. One is assigned to build huts. Are they? I don't see that. I don't see how one of them is assigned to build huts. Well, I'm going to put them anyway. So this is build, this is forage, wood, mine. So let's go build and woodcutter. Or should we go woodcutter, forage? Let's do that. Woodcutter, forage. So they're going to go off and do their thing. Let's close that. So we can go to next. They aren't autonomous creatures. They'll carry on with their assigned tasks until they're instructed to do something else. So close that and come back once they've gathered 20 stone and wood. So they're going to do their thing. As you can see, they're kind of chopping down the trees. They're fetching wood and stuff. That one's drew in a little circle. They're having ideas, maybe? They're thinking, oh, I'm going to go get a cactus. They seem to wander quite far, actually, don't they? It's gone winter for some reason. All across Mother Planet. Does that center in? Yeah, that centers in if you want to have a better look. So currently we've got 6 wood. So maybe we need to assign someone to stone, because I don't think we did that. So we'll drop that down and we'll drop that up. Apply. So that person's now going to go off and get stone instead. So yeah. They're going to trickle away, getting some bits and bobs. I absolutely love games like this. I remember playing Black and White and Black and White 2 to death. Training that animal companion creature thing and trying to just stop it from eating villagers and pooping all over the place was insane. But I loved building the town. I loved making civilizations, and this just sounds epic. Like if you look at the trailer for this game, you'll see you can end up with really advanced civilizations. You see planes like flying around the planet. You can build space rockets and go off and see other planets. As you can see, you can kind of look around out at the universe, which is kind of crazy. So this is going to be a big game. It's going to be a very good game as well. And it's by a dev company that seem to be really passionate about bringing a very good title. I've not heard of them before. I think they may be new to the game. But, I mean, there's a lot of good things looking for them already. I mean, this has been backed to death. I think it's close to hitting its 500,000 mark. Which I think will also add a slight multiplayer element to the game once they've developed it. But right, so what's this tell us? This person is called Adahi. He's a dude. He's 3. He's got 2 kids. This must just be one family we've got here. He's got plenty of hunger. He's lovely and healthy. He's running out of... is that energy? Is that his energy level? Hunger value? No tooltips on these yet, but as I say, it's pre-alpha. It's going to be bugs. We can tag them if we want, so we can follow them around, I guess. Does that put a little icon over their head? I don't even know where they are. Are they in the mountains doing some mining? Adahi's out there somewhere, anyway, doing some stuff. So we need a little bit more stone, and then we're in a good place. We can probably get a building going. It's -7 right now. It's pretty cold. Is this Adahi here? That's Adahi here. So it doesn't look like the tag is working right now, but you can tag them so you can follow them around and stuff. You've got seasons up here, so you can see it's -4 at the moment. Current season and temperature. You've got what's expected, I presume, over the next sort of couple of days. There we go, we just switched into an even colder temperature. It's going to start warming up, so we're in winter right now. And then it's going to head into spring and then into summer. So we've got 20 and 20, so let's hit next. Once you've got enough material, assign a nugget to build. So we need to take someone off mining and put them on building. Apply. Builder nuggets will build huts unless you have commanded them to build another type of building. All other types of buildings will take priority over huts. The more huts you have, the more your population will grow. So unless you give them something else to do, they will build huts to maximize your population. Assign the other nugget to gather food. Can do. So let's turn them off foraging, put them on food. Done. So now we need to find out how baby nuggets are made. So I presume they're just going to go off and... there we go, look, we've got a hut. We've got a hut coming up. That's amazing. Look at that. They've got some funky shapes going on. Don't know what they're thinking about. Got a ginger. 2 gingers. Ginger family. They've disappeared into the hut. Oh, okay, they're making babies. They're making a baby. Adahi and his companion are having a child. They're having a bit of nookie in the epicenter. We don't really want to disturb them. Oh, Elu, there she is. Ilu's 5. How old's Adahi then? Is he 5 now as well? You can kind of look around as well, so you can kind of use the mouse, hold down right 1, sort of have a look around. I don't know whether you can zoom in any further than this, but I suppose you can. So you can have a little look like that. We should do that again sometime. Yeah, congratulations, it's a boy and a girl. We had 2 babies. There they are. What are they called? Hey, come back, kids. Where are you going? We've got Anno and Coco. Anno and Coco. So they've gone off somewhere. Where are they going? Is that cave? They've gone wandering, as children often do. They can't be assigned jobs, so you have to wait for them to reach adulthood before you can put them to work. So it looks like our 2 adults are just going to get on with things for now. So Ilu and what was the other guy's name? Can't remember his name. Adahi. Ilu and Adahi are just going to get building this hut for themselves to live in. Looks like we're going to venture into spring soon as well. So there's loads of stuff you can do in this game. More workers, so they're going to grow up and start being able to be put to work. Hammer icon contains the construction menu. So this is where we can build different buildings. So we open that up. We can see buildings in here. So yeah, move that out of the way, thank you. We've got expansion, we've got epicenter. So expansion, we can build an eatery. We've got constructor's hut, we can build a constructor's hut. Resources, we can build... Can we build a few bits and bobs for resources? No? Game gonna crash? Hey everybody, so we had a little crash, which is fine. It's completely fine. Don't let that affect your judgment whatsoever. It's a pre-alpha. It's gonna happen, quite frankly, isn't it? So, here we are. New world, because obviously it generates a new one every time you load the game, and it hadn't saved yet. So, got ourselves back to where we are. We've got our 2 children. They've just grown up. They're now workers, so we can set them to tasks. Let you know when there are idle workers waiting to be assigned a task. The larger your population, the more productivity your society will... The more productive, sorry, your society will be. So, let's assign these 2 people to getting some resources. Boom, so we've got 1 person doing each thing now. The hammer icon contains the construction menu. So we can open the menu. Blue icon represents resource buildings, which help to store or collect valuables. Orange is... buildings used for expanding or improving the civilization in some way. And green icons are survival buildings, which are essential for protecting your people from danger or keeping them healthy. So let's click on expansion. So now we want to select the epicenter subcategory, which is this one down here. I love this little icon motion, by the way. So we want to select the epicenter, and we want to build a constructor's hut, a builder's hut. So this will allow us to keep adequate resources up. Essential part of the construction progress. So let's click to build it. Let's decide where we want to put it. This is where they've decided to put the hut, down here. So I think maybe we should put the constructor's hut... What, tucked away in here? Is that another one of our nuggets? Yeah, it is. Let's put our constructor's hut just back here somewhere. Maybe here. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, didn't want to let me do it. Okay, let's try here. Ah, I clicked no rather than yes. Sorry, it was the wrong way around. Okay. Learning the game. We have a storm coming in by the looks of it. Let's get under the clouds. So we've got 4 people. Everyone's doing their thing. We're going to get a hut going up any minute now. They're slowly starting to collect the resources for it. A couple of people are also having babies again, which is good. More babies equals more people, equals more resources, equals more growth, which is great. We love this in a sim. These 2 are chilling out and not doing much. This is Maba. She's 1. Oh, she's just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Marba. She's just had a birthday. Mouse over each stat to see what it does. So you can click on a person, you can mouse over each stat. Number of children, who their spouse is, family information, coming soon, happiness. She's got carry weight, she's got intellect, she's got might. So they actually all have their own stats, which I think is really lovely. So they all have their own special abilities. Some of them can do certain things better than others, which is great, as in a normal society. The other really interesting thing I'm excited about in this game, other than exploring the universe, exploring the cosmos, visiting loads of other planets, is the unpredictability of the game. So you can get super viruses in this game, and then you have to sort of steer your civilization towards medicine and technology. You can get random alien visitors. You can have wars that break out without you doing anything at all. They can just have a disagreement and a war can start. Things can happen that you have to react to. Something to do with karma is in this game as well. So you build up, as a god, you build up karma. If they do enough things that you don't like, then you can, I suppose, punish your nuggets, your society, for doing things that you don't believe are in your best interests, and that hopefully will steer them down a different route by throwing a series of natural disasters at them, hurricanes, meteors, all that kind of stuff. So it looks like building is well underway here. We've got a fair number of nuggets now. We've got 4 available, but we've got 2 more children here we can work on. Looks like we're going back into winter again. There's a storm somewhere. There it is. There's the storm. Excuse me. Still trying to get over a cold that I've had for about 2 weeks, which is great. You gotta love having a cold. Who's got time to get rid of it these days, right? I mean, you may have noticed I look a little bit smarter than usual. I haven't even changed out of my work clothes yet. I normally have a tie on. I took that off to do the recording, but still in my suit. So there you go. That's life for you. How are we doing nugget-wise? We're okay. Marba loves babies, so Marba wants babies. Awesome. Well, you have some babies, Marba. When are you going to build these settlements? Becoming an adult is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Tell me about it. Aha. Aha! It's an Alan Partridge reference, if you didn't get it already. Looks like we've got a bit of rain coming in. As Sips called it on our god goggles. Got a bit of rain coming in. Yeah, I thought being an adult would be fun as well, Mahu, but it's life, isn't it? Being an adult's fun. You have to maintain your own responsibility, money-wise and stuff like that, but you're going to ask anyone for permission when you need to spend that money, which is great. So look at that, I'm playing a benevolent god already. Who's this? Mahu's just kind of contemplating life, looking out towards Craggy Rock here, towards the deep blue ocean, wondering what's on the other side. Because at this point they've got no idea what the planet has in store for them. All they know is that they live here and... Ah, so this flashes, this little thing flashes when you've got people that need assigning. Let's make another builder. And how are we doing food-wise? Got plenty of food. We could probably do with more... let's make more builders. Let's just make 3 of them builders. There's more babies on the way as well, so we'll get even more people eventually. So you can see it's kind of starts slow, as life often does. Starts off slow. Slowly but surely there'll be an exponential population growth. And you know, you have 2 people, they have babies. Those 2 people have those 2 babies. We've got a hut coming up. Look at this. It's our construction hut, so this building has priority over any settlement buildings that they build. If you ask them to build something, they'll build that over and above generally just expanding, which is great. The fact that they do that on their own is incredible. You don't have to keep building houses for them to live in, like in Banished or you know, any of the other Civilization games where you run out of space to grow. They'll make the space themselves. They'll just plop up a building and move into it and just keep on developing and expanding. So you can give them a nudge in this game into certain paths in certain directions, and you can affect the growth of new invention and evolution, but you can't really physically control them one by one, which I think is great. They'll just naturally grow and develop on their own. So we've got a builder's hut, which is great. So now we need to assign someone to that building, which means we need to turn somebody off build duty. Let's assign. Who have we assigned? We've assigned this person, whoever she is. So she's building something. Not sure what that does. So they're now building a hut. But we've also got this as well. We've got a storm coming over, which sounds really nasty. So yeah, this is it. This is Universim. Lovely title for a game. Beautiful game. Runs really smoothly. As you can see, we've barely scratched the surface. That's our settlement so far. Got a whole planet to deal with, to expand on, to grow on, to nurture, to look after, and advance. And then who knows? Maybe one day soon, in a future update, we'll be heading out to the stars, expanding, researching new technologies, and so on. Speaking of new technologies, we've just unlocked something in the upgrade tree, so I'll show you that really quickly. So there's our little first hut there. Look, live in a little cave hut there. They're building another one. So we've got a new technology. So we can click on here, and this is our expansion tree. So expansion, adaptation, resources. So that's expansion. This is adaptation. This is resources. So language unlocks nugget speech bubbles. So they can't talk at the moment. So we can give them the ability of speech. We can give them awareness. Allows the epicenter to be renamed. Or we can stockpile, which unlocks the warehouse. Food spoil rate is lower in high temperatures and even lower in colder temperatures. So I think we should go down this route first of all. Give them the ability to stockpile. So we want to click on that. Click on the storage branch. Let's cancel that. No. So we've got that. Click on storage. Research takes time. Okay. So we've already got that. So now we're working through storage. We've got stockpiling. This is slowly, as you can see, there is a progress bar. It's kind of difficult to see, but it's going around the outside of the circle. It's halfway done. So we'll be notified when that's finished, so we can go back for now, see how they're getting on. They've got 2 huts. A third, is that the builder's hut? That's the builder's hut. Got more people. 2 more people, so let's get another builder. Can we add another one to the... We can add another one to the constructor's hut. Build, repair, I think I'll just keep it balanced for now. There's our research up there ticking away. It's now finished, so we've researched storage. So we can go back in here and have a look. We've got storage unlocked now. We could go for shelving. Upgrades warehouses with shelving. Warehouses can hold more. We could go to agriculture, which unlocks the farm, so we can research farms. So we'll kick that one off. How do you see how many points we have available? I'm not actually sure I can see that. Maybe we don't have points. Maybe these things just happen. So we're researching a farm, but we've also researched a storage building. So I'm presuming that will be in resources, warehouses. So there's a warehouse. We can build a warehouse. Probably want to build that maybe sort of around here somewhere. Maybe there. They all seem to be heading off that way, you see. So let's build a warehouse there, next to our epicenter and our construction hut. And there you have it. We've got a ton of people. They're all going out. They're foraging. They're building another hut over here. Look at that. They're already expanding round. Expanding around this mountain. They haven't come out this way. They've come around this way. Probably because it's lush green forest here. Much more trees to cut down. Much more fruit and stone. And there you have it. I'll check back in with you on this periodically. I'm really excited about the development of this game. I think this is going to be something I'm going to play often and regularly. And can't wait to see how the game develops. So this was the Universim. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link to their website in the video description below. Click to expand it. You'll see a link in there. If you did like this video, feel free to subscribe. Hit like. All helps the channel. And I've been Twisted, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.